Hey Dons, it's Andrew.
And Kylie.
Back with another episode of CCTV.
Wow, Andrew, you look like you're all ready for formal.
Yeah, do you like the suit? It's the Dawn Award, so I had to stand out.
Well, you definitely do. Anyways, we hope everyone had a great Catholic Schools week. It was great to see you all in your spirit dress. Keep a lookout at lunch to write letters for senior citizens to close off this week.
Summer school registration is still open. Check out the link in the newsletter to register for both acceleration and remediation courses.
If you're looking to get more involved around campus, our student leadership applications are still open. Let's head off to Mia to learn more about these opportunities.
Hey Dons, it's Mia. Welcome to the last segment of the Student Life and Leadership applications. Let's go hear from Ms. Bassage to hear more about campus ministry and peer ministry. What's the difference between Campus Min 11 and 12?
The students have to be ready to be forward-facing with their faith and be willing to share it with others and articulate the reasons why their faith matters to them. So they'll serve at all school masses and morning masses. They'll be retreat leaders as a senior, and in the junior level, the focus is more on service and especially working in the pantry.
Thank you, Ms. Bassage. Students, if you're interested in peer ministry, remember that you also have to sign up for the Options program. I'm here with today's altar servers. What's your guys' favorite part about Campus Min?
My favorite part about campus ministry is growing our faith on and off campus. I love XLT night and bonding with my classmates over our faith.
How did Campus Min prepare you to altar serve?
We did some rehearsals in the gym and we did some rehearsals in class. And we also served morning mass.
There are so many different ways to get involved on campus. Make sure to start your applications. Now off to Carson.
Hey Dons, it's Carson. This Monday, February 2nd, is the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord. Today I'm with Miss Lonergan to give us a little more insight on that. So Miss Lonergan, what is the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord?
So 40 days after Christmas, we have the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord, when Mary and Joseph brought Jesus and presented him in the temple to God. It's also the Feast of the Purification of Mary, where 40 days after a woman gave birth, she would be purified by doing rituals as well.
So what is the significance with this day within the Catholic faith?
Well, one of the significance is it is the end of the Christmas season. And because Jesus is being presented, that narrative of the early church, of Jesus' life in the church, has ended.
Thank you, Miss Lonergan, for this opportunity to talk to you. Now off to Grace.
Hey Dons, it's Grace. With course registration right around the corner, journalism is one of the many exciting electives you can take. Let's go talk to Adriana and Pearl to learn more. What does a normal day look like in class?
Regular pitch meetings for different beats, writing articles, revising articles, and going to the computer lab to publish them for all of you guys to see.
Can you tell us more about your magazine?
So the magazine is an end-of-year physical copy. It's sort of like a yearbook of journalism with the best articles that we've written, sort of a highlight of all that we've covered.
Why should students take the journalism elective?
Students should take the journalism elective because you're able to build connections with teachers and students that you wouldn't normally get to in other classes.
What leadership positions can you take in this class?
So after your first year, you can become a beat editor where you revise people's articles under a certain beat. So we have world, student, columns, and culture. And then if you take it for more than 2 years, you can be an editor-in-chief like me, which helps to publish articles, work on the social media, and just help the overall vibe of the community.
Thank you, girls. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors who are interested in applying should take a look at LSID and talk to their counselors to learn more. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Grace.
This week, juniors have their course registration presentations. So sophomores, now it's your turn. Counselors will be coming into your classrooms Wednesday and Thursday of next week.
Seniors, next Wednesday you leave for Kairos. We wish you all a safe trip and hope you have a nice break from the schoolwork.
Powder Puff signups are now open on Schoology for both juniors and seniors looking to coach or play. The game will be held on March 19th and will require a sign-up fee of $20 going towards the Mario Fierro Scholarship.
Our sports teams have been killing it. Let's send it off to Mari with this week's rundown.
What's up, Dons? It's Mari, and welcome back to CCTV Sports. Another week of huge stats, so let's dive right into our weekly sports recap. Kicking things off strong, at 16-5 overall, the girls basketball team handled business, blowing out OLP by 37 points on Tuesday. Huge numbers were put up by senior Bianca Sloan, dropping 29 points. Tonight, our girls battle it out for their second match of the season against Christian. Take home the dub, girls. And on the boys' side, last Friday, boys basketball took a tough loss against Saints, falling just short in a 58-55 nail-biter that came down to the final moment. But the boys bounced back, picking up a huge road win Monday at Campbell Hall. Lead scorer Charlie Brajas dropped 19 points. Kai Carlson took care of the rebounds with 9 total, and freshman Anthony Alinayob had everyone covered with assists, leading with 5 in the game. Sammy Roberson took the game-winning shot with only 9 seconds left on the clock to secure the dub. Tonight, they rematch against Mission Bay at 7:30. Let's go, boys. Switching it over to soccer, it was a tough Friday night as the Dons lost against Saints. But luckily, the boys picked it back up on Monday with a 2-0 win over Classical Academy. Shout out to sophomore Sonny and senior Diego Amon for securing the dub with the 2 goals of the game. On Wednesday, they played Point Loma, but tonight they take on Scripps Ranch for another epic battle. Good luck, boys. And for our Lady Dons, over the weekend, the girls handed Torrey their first loss of the season on their field. They secured a 2-0 final score with goals from Emma Valdivia and Olivia Dionda, both assisted by Anna Wilson. Unfortunately, on Tuesday, they took a loss against Patrick Henry and then picked it back up for their match against Coronado. Next Monday, the girls play Del Norte at 5:30, and on Thursday, they'll be having their senior day versus OLP starting around 3:30 p.m. Come down to Manchester Stadium to support your girls. And lastly, we have to give a huge congratulations to senior Olivia Dionda for repping the Dons as UT Athlete of the Week. Way to go, girls. On to the mats. Our wrestling team has some highly ranked athletes and seem to be having a great season. Austin, give us some more details.
Thanks, Mari. Our wrestling team has recently been on fire, and I'm here to get an interview with some of the star wrestlers. Let's get it. So, Ayers, recently being ranked 6th in California, how have you been putting in the work to get this achievement?
Just coming to practice every day and then working out on my own time, just making sure I'm with the best partners during the day.
What's your favorite move?
The double leg, and basically you just grab their legs and you pick them up and you drop them forcefully.
So, Makai, being a varsity cross-country, track, and wrestling athlete, how do you balance that with your schoolwork?
You know, it's really been a lot, but I've gotten used to it. I've learned that I just need to take things day by day, and I'll get through my sports and my academics.
And what's your favorite move?
My favorite move is the fireman's carry. You grab their arm, hook onto the other leg, pick them up, and dump them.
So, Nano, you were recently in Utah, took a bit of a fall on the slopes, broke your collarbone. How do you still manage to support the team while being injured?
I go to practice and I watch them win their matches, and recently I coached at a girls tournament.
And Nano, what's your favorite move?
My favorite move is a slide by, so basically you're in a tie-up, you shove them by, and you body lock and put them on the mat.
What are some standout underclassmen?
Definitely Mateus Berardi, Jack Johnson, Brendan O'Donnell, Addie Spawn, and Jacob Hughes.
So, Lucas, what's your favorite move?
My favorite move is a low single. You drop 2 knees, grab their ankle, and use your head to turn them over and cover.
Thanks so much for the interview, guys. Good luck at your tournament today. Back to you, Mari.
Thanks, boys. Good luck this weekend at the Holtville tournament. Over the weekend, boys rugby took the tough L against Torrey on Saturday, but it was a pretty close heated match ending with a final of 33-38. Shout out to seniors Trent Boyle and Kingston Hawkins for taking ownership on that field. Tomorrow they play at LCC and must win if they want to go to playoffs. You got it, boys. And to end things off with a bang, congratulations to 5 of our very own Dons ice hockey players for winning their 3rd state championship in a row. Tune in next week for an upcoming interview with the boys. Well, Dons, it's a wrap for this week's sports updates. We'll see you next week with more on sports. Now let's send it off to Daniela and Graham with social.
Hey Dons, it's Daniela.
And Graham.
Here with social. This weekend is our winter formal.
So let's go see who you guys think is worthy of the Don Awards.
Who's gonna be best dressed?
Nixon Cook.
Who's gonna be the best dressed?
JoJo Wilson.
Bianca Sloan.
All right, who's showing up late?
Amanda Bell. Gianna.
Who's most likely gonna have the best Instagram post after the dance?
Rebecca Kalkin.
Who's gonna be best dressed?
Adam Canfield.
Who's gonna have the best entrance at formal?
Emily Kavariak.
Who's gonna have the best Instagram post after the dance?
Frankie McNeil.
Who do you think is gonna be late?
Madison.
Who do you think is gonna be the sweetest couple?
Johannes Elson and Izzy Kaufman.
We loved hearing your guys' thoughts.
See y'all on Saturday at Petco Park.
Now off to Brooke.
Hey Dons, it's Brooke, and this week's staff standout is our amazing counselor, Mr. Stanislav. Let's go talk to him. What are you involved on campus other than just being a counselor?
Yeah, so you see me as a really tall guy in the choir. I also help run the tennis camp in the summer with Mr. Hurt, direct Kairos retreats, and I also advise the Black Student Union on campus.
What is your favorite part about being a counselor?
Favorite part is actually connecting with the students, hearing their stories, and trying to help their dreams come true.
Now on to rapid fire questions. Favorite color?
Sky blue.
Favorite movie?
Black Panther.
Favorite type of food?
My parents are from Grenada, so I would say Grenadian food.
Where did you go to college?
So I went to Villanova University, and now I go to Boston College.
Dream vacation spot?
I've always wanted to go to Japan, so hoping to go hopefully the next year or so.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stanislaw. It was great learning more about you.
What's up, Dons? It's Dylan. Today is the application deadline for the California Scholarship Federation, otherwise known as CSF. Let's go talk to Leandra and Teddy to learn a little bit more information about it. Firstly, can you tell us a little bit of information about CSF?
CSF is a California-based academic society that prioritizes community service and academic excellence.
How can you apply to CSF?
So to apply to CSF, you have to be at least a second semester sophomore. You can click the link in your class Schoology page and fill out the application and turn it into the Google form.
What are some of the benefits of applying to CSF?
So you'll get access to CSF-sponsored scholarships and awards with an additional application, and you'll also get to do community service within the school.
Thank you guys so much. Now, back to the studio.
We can't wait to see you all at Petco Park tomorrow night for our winter formal. I know Andrew's ready.
You bet, Kylie. Doors close at 6:30 and reopen at 9, so get there on time with your ticket and student ID to walk the red carpet.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode.
We'll see you next Friday with another episode of CCTV.